Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with the first ever edition of the Cheese Compilation 2017. In the bottom left side of this map, Overgrowth, we're going to have the red Zerg player, it is Sit Remix, and his opponent, the blue Terran player, Eminem. Alright, so our cheesy compilations are going to be a series of games that are cheese in some way or other. I know the definitions vary on this, but I like to say it's something that'll either win you the game or lose you the game in the first 5 minutes. There's a winner declared at that point. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Falcon, this is Legacy of the Void. There are 2 base timings that work in 5 minutes, and they're very standard and happen all the time. But I understand that, but I want to see things like proxies. I want to see proxy racks. I want to see hatcheries showing up inside other people's main bases. I want to see all that fun stuff all the time. And if we do, then I think we'll all have a wonderful, wonderful experience here in this cheese compilation. There's some discussion here. Somebody's throwing it on a ha-ha and a crying face. That's kind of sad, actually. Anyway, alright, so we're going to see who's going to cheese first of all. This looks pretty standard, although the second gas is suspicious from Eminem. Looked all the world like a Reaper expand until that second gas popped down. Again, I don't know what level these games are. I'm not going to tell you. But just kind of play along with me. Like, who's cheesing? Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? I told people to send me stuff where they lose against cheese, where they win with cheese. It's just not something where I feel like I need to see winning cheese all the time. It just kind of adds a bit of suspense and an element of, I don't know what's going to happen to these games. All right, I am encouraged by Eminem's double gas here. If he's just going straight up like 2-port Cloak Banshee, that would be good. That would be just fine here. ST Remix. I keep wanting to say Sitter. I think it's Sit Remix is what it is. Sit Remix. It's like some command of some sort. Moving down with an SCV is Eminem. I am encouraged by this as well. Sit Remix has an expansion coming up. Did go pool first with Extractor. Perhaps worried about the 3-rack Reaper opening, which he has dealt with before. Oh, snap. It is a Ghost Academy. Yes. Yes, where is it? Way back here. Ghost Academy. Hard to scout for the Overlord, for the Slower Lords. They're going to have to come from the south here all the way up, or from the left side of them all the way over. And that's very difficult to do if you're a slow overlord, especially if you're not even really trying at this point. SCV scouting in, seeing what is up. And then the Lings murder it before it gets too far, but does see the expansion. That's good. That's good to see. That is a Roach Warren coming in. So very standard here from Sit Remix. The sneakiness is going to have to be from our friend Eminem here. And there's the Ghost Academy already done. Holy shamoly. Tech Lab coming up from this barracks. I feel like, I guess 2 Hellions. He does want base defense before he just rushes straight to Ghost, which makes, I can see it. I can see the logic here, but it just delays that Ghost a little bit here. Factory coming in, another factory coming in. Whoa, I would make maybe a starport to fly the Ghost around. All right. I'm going to stop. Whoa, did he cancel that factory for me? Make a starport. No, make a starport. Oh, it's an armory. What is happening? This is weird. Hellions are shooing these Lings away. Alright, so you should be suspicious at this point, Sit Remix. If there's no expansion for the Terran player at the 3.5 minute mark, something is coming your way. Sit on 2 bases. Make a ton of stuff. Try to scout. Scout as hard as you can. Send slow overlords in. Morph in an Overseer if you have the ability to do that. He doesn't because he doesn't have a lair. But he is making evolution chambers, walling off a little bit. I like that in case Hellions are coming to try to murder him. The Ghost uses steady targeting and reveals itself. Is he even making a nuke? No. Why are you not making a nuke? I thought that's what ghosts are for, is for nuclear launches. Okay, maybe it's not. Hellions coming in fairly well prepared as Sit Remix. He's got 3 roaches. You could probably stand to make a couple more. I like 5 roaches, honestly, at the very least in the situation. But 2 evolution chambers blocking off access on that left side. Stay on the creep. It is a Hellbat. Ghost combination opening. This is weird. This is definitely very weird out of Eminem. All right, here we go. Hellbats on top of the roaches. Roaches not being microed particularly well. Queen gets murdered alive. Ghost sitting back here using steady targeting on stuff. That is a spine crawler trying to come in, but is it too late? It is too late. The 1 base attack here is super duper effective. Out of Eminem, roasting up all of them drones. Some roaches do come out, but again, Hellbat's better against roaches than you would think, unless their pathing is stupid, as it tends to be a little bit here. Ghost assist. No. Don't kill slow overlords. Kill roaches. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. So dang close here. Steady targeting. Bop. Oh, the other one canceled. Roach did manage to get out of the range of that one here. Spine Crawler came up. That's nice. Did manage to get that one up. Another Spine Crawler coming here too. So it's 17 to 21 Harvesters. One basing it hard right now is M&M. And Hellbat gets killed by Roaches. Roaches have to come all the way around here. Can't fit through that tiny little gap between the natural base and the evolution chamber, but heading on back home. Dude, how do you not have nukes? That would be like the greatest opening of all time, Mr. M&M, is if you just made a nuke. I understand you're a little resource starved here, but... all right, Roach is pushing away, using that steady targeting. Bam, killing a Roach. Another steady targeting possible here. No. Nope, not really. Oh, there one did pop up. That's good. Chasing the Roaches home there. So it's 70 to 21 Harvesters. M&M is up, but only by 4 workers. And see, that's the thing. If someone comes down here and murders you off of one base, you're going to go, oh, I feel like I'm so behind. But you're not. You're really not here. I mean, you don't want to stop making drones. Okay, good. It's actually making another one there. Mr. Sit Remix. But here we come. Pushing in again. M&M. With his Hellbats, with his Ghosts. I think Sit Remix might have a handle on this situation. A bit of a handle. Anyway, nothing too crazy go nuts. Yeah, Roach count is looking super healthy. 13 Roaches versus a couple Hellbats and 4 Ghosts. Feel like we got this. Ravagers. Ooh, Ravagers even a better choice, I think, in this situation. So... continuing to one base this thing is M&M. M&M does not have an expansion. M&M has a lot of gas, though, which you could use to make a nuke right here. 100, 100. It's not even that expensive. It's not even that expensive. And throwing down nuclear launch detected at this front door would absolutely, probably win you the game. Probably win you the game, M&M. Creep spreading here is Sit Remix. Got his drones back at his natural base. It's 25 to 22 Harvesters. Has taken the lead. Some Cyclones coming in for M&M off of this one baser. Double pumping them Cyclones out of the factory. Another factory making Cyclone as well. I feel, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Started making the nuke. Production tab telling us the truth. Telling us what is going on. We're going to zoom out a little bit here. Ghosts, maybe. I feel like they could steady target like 5 of those units down real quick. Like right now, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and... there it is. Steady targeting, clearing a lot of that stuff out. Marauder coming in to assist as well, and it's enough to make Sit Remix retreat right there. This Ravager's so low on health, but does manage to get back behind the safety of these Spine Crawlers. Nuclear launch detected. No, not ready yet. So dang close to being ready, though. There it is. Nuke ready to go. I don't think there's any detection. He doesn't have cloak, though, so that doesn't actually really matter. Nope. No personal cloaking. Nuke. Tossed on down, holding position, defending this dude. Coming up, trying to save it, trying to focus down. Which one of these ghosts is doing the nuke? We don't know. Panic, panic! Out of Sit Remix and the nuke. Oh, Roach is right on top of the... oh, and there it is. There it is. Sit Remix leaves the game. M&M is victorious and wins it with this crazy go nuts Hellbat Ghost Cyclone thing. Again, get the nuke like 4 minutes earlier, as you could have done, and I think this game ends 4 minutes earlier, but that's okay. That is okay. Good strategy here. Was expanding behind it, just barely. Deciding if this doesn't work, I gotta have an expansion, but there's our fiery crater. That's a lot of dead stuff. A lot of dead stuff. That ghost has 10 kills. I think that's the one that threw down the nuke, if I had to guess. Yeah, he probably is. All right, so that's it for game number 1 of our cheesy compilation. Let's come back here with game number 2 in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's Cheese Compilation 2017. This is going to be the second game in this series, and this is going to be between, wow, Scooter and Broomkashis. These are difficult names, it turns out. And the bottom left side here on Overgrowth, which is what game 1 was on as well, is the red Protoss player. It is Scooter. S-Q-U-T-E-R. What on earth? Scooter it is. And oh, check it out. It's Reaper from Overwatch floating there. Little Blizzard cross promotion there. Roomkajis says, I'm trying out new stuff. It's all right. Our blue Terran player. That's who that is in the top right. It is Roomkajis. If you submitted this replay, let me know in the comments how to pronounce these names, because holy smokes, no idea. No idea on this one. This is really difficult. All right, so Terran versus Protoss here in game number 2 of our cheese compilation. We'll see how cheesy these players can get. So far, not looking too cheesy, but you know, we have some time. We have some time to make this into cheese. I don't see any proxy whatsoever. I see very standard 1 gas opening from the Terran, very standard barracks. Follow up here as well. I've got a Reaper name ready in case there is a Reaper coming on up here. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right, so moving the SCV down. Again, I'm very encouraged by SCVs moving out at the 1 minute mark in a TVP. So barracks completing. In production for room, we have an SCV stuck outside, which is a problem. No, get in there. Don't let the probe in there, though. You let the probe in. Oh, no, you let the probe in. All right, seize the double refinery. Seize the engineering bay. Oh, could this be a planetary fortress land maneuver here? Barracks is not being used for anything. Completely undefended is room at this point in time. SCV coming down to the third base location of Scooter. Again, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And it is going to be a factory. Okay, so Proxy Fac. I like this. I like this already. Protoss player has cybernetics core. Getting warp gate research. Getting a second assimilator. Really worried about getting an expansion down, which understandable considering there's no sign of expansion from room at this point. Did that probe make it all the way home? The probe made it all the way home. Did room let him out by lowering the supply depot? I think so. I think that's what happened. Throwing down a missile turret. Where on earth is your missile turret? I am so confused. Did he cancel that? No, it's in the mineral line. Okay, so worried about incoming stuff from the air, which makes sense because that is actually a Stargate coming in from Scooter. So factory going to complete. What do we get here? What do we get here? Room, help me out. Oh, it's going to be... Actually, they're going to use it to make a reactor and then go immediately into starport. So walling off and then putting all of his tech structures at this third base location for Scooter, which he really shouldn't detect or scout for some time now. The good news is if this is an Oracle, there's a missile turret in the mineral line, which helps a lot. Helps immensely in the situation. Making an armory as well, possibly for more Hellbats. We saw Hellbats in game 1. Are those popular with cheese or just coincidence? Possibly it could just be coinkydink on this one. All right, so starport wrapping up, reactor wrapping up on this factory as well. Protoss player going super standard, and it is going to be an Oracle. Oracle coming in. Oracle playing base defense, though. I don't know if that's your role, Mr. Oracle. I really don't. And it's going to be Cyclone. Cyclone opening with reactor on that starport, so possibly some Liberators here as well. One basing it hard is our Terran player. One basing it super hard right now, trying to make this thing happen. This is actually pretty reminiscent of Beyond. Was it Beyond who did this recently on the channel to Mana? I want to say it was. No, not Beyond. Maybe. Having some major brain farts right now. Anyway, here we go. Cyclone's coming in. Cyclone versus Oracle. Run, Oracle. You don't want that. You don't want that action. Definitely not. Tornado Blaster being used. Surprise. Surprise Cyclones. Bam. Exploded pylon. Blam. Exploded Nexus. Cancel. The Nexus. Canceling. The Nexus Adepts trying to get through this front door by themselves. But guess what? Hard to do. Hard to do with Adepts. They don't do very well against buildings. Stalker versus Cyclone. Cyclone's not even using, not even forced to use the lock-on ability for an air units because they don't have those yet. But it's going to be Cyclone and Hellion. Vikings coming in here as well. So just proxy mech insanity out of room. Cyclone trying to get in here and murder stuff. Does get some kills. But taking shots from missile turrets, forced to retreat over and over here. That pylon, if you took that thing down, that would be a big stinking deal. There it is. Sees it. He sees it. Pylon down, and everything is depowered. Everything for Scooter is gone. Gateways, Stargate, Cybernetics Core. Run, probe. Try to get out of there. No. Roasted alive. Cyclone's in here versus probes. Probes not even really trying to fight, just kind of trying to run at this point and getting roasted up by these Hellions. Hellions not going into Hellbat because they are slower that way, but Adepts do manage to make it in, which is nice. Dude, Vikings take out the... Yep, Oracle gone. Probes running, and that's it. Scooter leaves the game with much rage in his heart. All right, that counts. That's going to count as cheese. Woo, big, strong opening there out of room. But again, it's just this proxy... I don't know what the... The reactor just make Vikings? Was that what that was? But I think he sent them back home for base defense. Could have had him. Could have had him in the attack. Decided not to do that. So, all right. Interesting opening there for sure. And it worked. It worked. 5 minutes. Perfect. Perfectly done. Out of room. Let's move into game number 3 coming up in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's Cheese Compilation 2017. And this is our third game between Eminem and Exilius on Overgrowth. Wow. Overgrowth is really popular with cheese, apparently. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Eminem with the little, isn't the adjudicant? Something like that. A little talking head thing from the first campaign in StarCraft 2. And in the top right side of the map, the blue Terran player, it is Exilius. All right, so this is a pretty low level. Loading screen shows this one is a bronze versus a bronze. Should be interesting to see what kind of cheese that these guys come up with for sure. Drone scouting. That's an early drone scout. Eminem, do you have... Oh, he has something in mind. Oh, did he just barely get spotted or avoid getting spotted? No, he didn't get spotted by the SCV. This does have a nice little hatchery spot, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Eminem? Is that what you're doing here, friend? You got the minerals. Bam. Oh, proxy hatch inside the Terran's base. Here we go. Can our Terran friend hold this, or is he in a ton of trouble? I mean, do you have to scout it? I almost feel like you have to scout this to hold this off, because all of a sudden you got lings in your base, you got queens in your base, you got spine crawlers inside your base. The whole reason you wall off here against Zerg is because if there is Zerg inside your base, you're going to have a bad time. And it's throwing on an early command center to Exilius. No, this is why you scout. This is why you set an SCV down. Come and say, why on earth is this spawning pool so late? Why is there an evolution chamber on the way, you say to yourself? And you scout your base and you see this. Then you cancel the command center, you make a bunch of Marines, you bring your SCVs down to attack this thing and try to kill it before it pops. Eminem wants a pause. Wow, quick little pause request in the middle of his subterfuge. Maybe he wanted to kind of take stock of what was happening here, and not even really walling off. It's just Marines out of Exilius, and again, it's queuing them up. Doesn't have a reactor, not going for a Reaper. That's what bronze is all about, you guys. I'm just not gonna see any high level stuff here, but this is interesting. This is going to make things extremely interesting and expanding back home is Eminem, not just one base in this thing. Recognizing you do need two bases. Well, I don't know if he needs this, actually, thinking about it. He's got the production capabilities available here. All right, what can you see here, Terran friend? You can see creep in your base. You can see it now, and it's really hard to miss at this point. Go! Attack! Where's your Marines? Your Marines are hanging out. Exilius, are you blind? There's creep moving up into your mineral line. Are you not looking there? Where is my camera? Where is my camera? He's looking here. Oh my gosh, he doesn't see this. He still doesn't see this. He's coming. You have to watch your minimap, you guys. It's important for me as a caster for sure, but when you're playing, you have to watch your minimap. Look at him go. Hey, wait. Moment of truth. Dude. Oh my gosh. He still doesn't see this. Oh no, what is happening? Come on. Oh, my base is under attack. What is happening? Oh, Exilius, no. Oh, Exilius. Your general game awareness needs to improve a lot, it turns out. Yeah, abandon ship. Abandon your main base, move over to the natural. This is exactly what you gotta do. Did he actually lose any SCVs there? No. I mean, I would say his reaction time was good, but it wasn't. It wasn't good reaction time. But he managed to get out of there without losing a single SCV, which is actually pretty awesome. In all truth and honesty. All right, what you got here? 4 slow lings. Got spine crawlers back here. Move your spine crawlers up. Go. Who did we see do this in a pro game recently? Zerg player. Oh, slow lings versus Marines. Pretty good, except that the Marines, there are more of them, and they're not being microed at all, but that's okay. 3 Marines are still surviving, but that is the couple fewer Marines to deal with these spine crawlers. Who was it? Gosh, I need to remember who that was. Maybe put a link to it up here as well. This is my last short games compilation. Someone did this against a Terran. Pro level things. Anyway, no speed on the way for Eminem. Just going slow lings, queens, and spines, man. That's what you gotta do. Spine can reach. Look at that reach. Range of 7 is a lot. A lot. Slow lings walking down here into the natural base, picking off SCVs. Marines rallying to their deaths. That's just a bad rally. Look at that rally spot. It's like, I want you to rally directly to where all the queens are, all the spine crawlers are, all these lings are. And you let me know how that works out for you. Spreading creep is Eminem as well. Speedlings or slowlings coming up from the main base, not even bothering to use the proxy in this situation. Exilius is in a ton of trouble, and that's it. Exilius leaves the game sub 5 minutes. Exilius is defeated, and Eminem is our victor today. So, woo, good one. Good one there. I have never seen a player be so oblivious to a hatchery inside their base in my entire life. Not a single time. That was amazing. That was amazing. All right. We'll be back here with our 4th game of the series in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans. This is Falcon Paladin's StarCraft 2 Cheese Compilation 2017. This is our 4th game between Vokas and Runfar on Galactic Process, the latter edition. Hey, it's not Overgrowth. First one so far that's not Overgrowth. That is so weird. So weird. In the top right side of Galactic Process, we have the red Terran player. It is Vokas. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Runfar. All right, so a TVT cheesy game here. We'll see who is the cheeser and who is the cheesy. If you're getting cheesed, are you the cheesy? I think that's how that works in English. Anyway, it is my first language, but sometimes it's tricky. Sometimes English is a tricky thing. So Barracks here for Runfar. Barracks here from our friend Vokas as well. I don't know if I expect cheese with 1 Rax, 1 gas opening. These players seem to be playing incredibly standard. So far. I did see this game was a little bit longer, just to spoil things for you. It's not like a 3-minute, 4-minute match, but I have faith this actually contains cheese. What I need to do, it turns out, what I need to do is actually send these to my screeners. I just kind of went through and said, send me your cheese, and I put them in a folder and I'm casting them. And maybe that wasn't the greatest idea. Maybe some of these are super duper long. Like, I think somebody sent me a 22-minute game that they labeled as cheese, and I'm like, that can't... maybe it turned into a regular game after the cheese, but I need games that actually end because of the cheese is what I need. So Reaper on the way for Runfar and Marine on the way for Vokas. So this is going to be our single Reaper. Reaper name time activate. This Reaper's name is Reaper. Reaper tried to use his Shadow Jaunt to teleport, but ended up in a barracks. His life goal is to get 3 drone kills, or roughly the equivalent. Which he would, the equivalent would be what? Some Marines? I suppose? I don't know, man. Those of you who are requesting it goes against Zerg. I can't guarantee TVZs for all of these, but Reaper, I suppose, could get some SCVs, could pick off some Marines, just small numbers of Marines, or, just sit inside his main base. Here we go. He's moving out. So I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time someone's wanted to name a Reaper after Reaper from Overwatch. You guys like Overwatch, huh? Like it quite a bit. That's actually what happened to my t-shirt guy. Remember how I said I couldn't contact my t-shirt guy? He finally responded to an email like 4 days ago. And he's like, sorry, man, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. And I'm like, yeah, I hear that a lot. I hear that story quite a bit. Get the Marines, KD8 short. Reaper, you disappoint. You disappoint, Reaper. Did not get the equivalent of 3 drone kills. Can we all agree on that? I think we can agree on that. Factory on the way. Command center on the way for Runfar. So maybe... I don't know if we're expecting any... it's hard to cheese when you have an expansion this early, Mr. Runfar. Perhaps it is Vokas who is our cheeser today. Again, I didn't specify you need to be the cheeser if you send this in to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese, but if you get cheesed, you can also send it if you win. You can send it if you lose. You can send it... I want this to be something where there is an element of surprise, where something happens and we don't expect the outcome that we see. That's kind of the best entertainment experience, right? Fusion core. Is this a battle cruiser rush from Vokas? Yes. Yes, this is what we're looking for. This is the beautiful, beautiful side of things. Getting some Hellions. This, I think, is just a measure to stay alive. Got Marines, got Hellions to stay alive in the early game so we can get to battle cruiser. If you just go straight to battle cruiser, don't make any units whatsoever, you will die. You will die. Like that Reaper would have come in and in the hands of a skilled player could have killed him. Straight up, SCVs are terrible against Reapers as it turns out. But that is a fusion core, that is a command center, and that is a starport with a tech lab. It can't be anything else. This can't be like a dumb Liberator rush, right? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That doesn't count as cheese. Maybe it counts as cheese. Like a mass Liberator play. That'd be kind of fun to see, actually. I don't know. I don't know. Fusion core done, and starport says I don't have enough money to make a battle cruiser. I need 400 minerals for that. Have the requisite gas, and I need more supply. More supply. Supply depot, go. Supply depot. There's enough to build a battle cruiser now, but the supply is there. There's the supply, and there's the BC. Excellent response time by Vokas. All right, he's got his units. He's got his Marines. He's got his Hellions. He's got his battle cruiser producing here. How long does that take? 64 seconds. Long build time, it turns out. Missile turret coming up from Runfar. That's not going to be much use. Another missile turret here. Did he scout the starport? No, he did not. He's just blind missile turreting here. It's good against other Terrans who are going to try to drop you. Good against Banshees, too. So it's really not ever a waste to get a missile turret in TVT. But that's definitely blind. That is definitely a blind decision there. Factory, cancel that Hellion. Making additional supply. Double pumping Hellions. There we go. Supply is available. expanding behind this as well. And here we go. We got Marines. We got Hellions. We got a battlecruiser in like another 20 seconds or so, which does feel like a really long time in StarCraft 2. A long time when you're watching, but an even longer time when you're playing. It just, time seems to expand. And 20 seconds when you're playing, I mean, it just feels like 4.5 minutes. Sometimes you're waiting for that upgrade to pop. Not a great feeling at all here. So Focus is expanded, as has a run far, and here we go. Battlecruiser moving out. Battlecruiser operational. I do have a shirt that is House Terran. It's kind of a combination of StarCraft 2 and Game of Thrones, where we have the Terran logo and then the saying, "Who called in the fleet?" which I am very proud of. Proud of that for sure. There's always a link to my t-shirt store in the description. Also one at my little end screen there as well if you want to wait around for that. But here comes a push at the same time by Runfar. Does have a Liberator and does have 6 Marines and a Marauder inside a medevac. So trying to move on out. At the same time, that was a scouting Marine that just got murdered at the natural base of Runfar. Pulling back to defend. Vocus was planning on being aggressive. But that battlecruiser rush, can he Yamato cannon? Is that enough to kill a Liberator? How much damage does he doesn't have the upgrade though. 300 damage. That's enough to kill a Liberator. That's enough to kill a medevac. Faux show. And here it is. Marine versus Liberator. Surprise! There's a battlecruiser here. Liberator dies in short order. And Runfar runs away. No, I can't handle that. I can't handle battlecruiser with Marine support on the ground with Hellions. What am I thinking? Go! Run so fast. Is he going to get the upgrade? To get the Yamato cannon upgrade. Yamato cannon is good. Tactical warp fun. Right? It is fun. It does require energy. Oh, this is before. Is this before the latest patch then? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's still a BC. It doesn't really change anything of what we're watching here, I don't think. So, reaction for Runfar is a Liberator. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you want to do here, my friend. So here come the Hellions. There's a tank on the ground. That's good. Tank's good for defense against things like Marines and Hellions who are light and just get smashed to pieces by those things. Yes, they do extra damage versus armored, right? That's like a lot of extra damage versus armored, but things that are light don't have any HP, so the damage done, the splash damage especially, by siege tanks is so dang good in situations like this. 2 battlecruisers are here, a third one in production back home, and going for it. Going for it. Hellions just trying to roast up as many Marines as possible, trying to focus down what they can. 2 battlecruisers. That's all that is left of Red's army. Oh no, Vocus, you're in so much trouble right now. Get the Marines. Get the Marines. The Marines are dying very quickly. There are not enough of them to handle this. Trying to get healed up. Nope. Not going to happen. Marauders moving on out. Perhaps going to go for a counterattack. Vocus says, no, I will stay here and murder all of your things. Does he have... He's not getting the upgrade. That's fine. Missile turret going to die here. Under construction and exploded. Going after the natural base at the same time. Oh, bad rally by Runfar. No, Runfar. Runfar, bad rally. Mules being tossed on down to repair up these battle cruisers. Are there more coming yet? No, there's one just about to pop up. Just about to pop here. Here come the Marauders, though. Runfar pushing in for the counter attack, going for the base trade. At this point, essentially, I think that battle... No. You got this. You got this. Battle cruiser is enough, I think, to hold this off. You're not going to get back home anyway. Okay, good. Vocus did figure that out. Did figure it out. Not going to get in home in time to make that thing to like save this anyway. Battlecruiser has to save this by his lonesome. Our 2 friends coming on up. There are Vikings. Exactly what you got to make, Runfar. There you go. That's the response you need when you see battlecruisers in the sky. But you got to micro them properly. No. They can't stay. Oh, they have so much more range. So much more range than battlecruisers. That's you can keep them. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Battlecruiser finally turning his attention to this medevac that's been healing up these Marauders the whole time. Repair your orbital command. Repair the orbital command. Oh, Marauders still doing that damage. Still doing that damage. These 2 killing buildings down here as well. And it looks like battlecruisers might win this day. The blue team is gone from the top right side of that map. Little supply block for a second there was a Vocus, but he's back. He's back in action. He's bringing in additional Hellions. Hellions just because they are, you know, they're light mineral heavy units, which works nicely with the gas heavy units of these BCs. Don't attack with the mules. Have them repair. There we go. There we go. And yeah, it's not looking good at all for Runfar here. Hellions at the front burning up SCVs. Missile turrets do not help you against Hellions. It turns out another Viking gonna die. Widowmine got a shot off there, but it's not enough. Lock-on ability from a Cyclone doing some work, and one of the battle cruisers taking damage, but no, still alive, still alive. They have a lot of health. 550 health is a lot, it turns out. And missile turret gone. Runfar, that's it. Runfar is out at this point. It's 78 to 33. Total supply. Still mining from his main base. Still, nope, not mining from his natural at all. Building missile turrets desperately. Did you not see the Hellions? Did you not see the Hellions here? A couple battle cruisers split off from the group to go after that missile turret at the natural base. More SCVs are dying. That is a total of 10 SCVs killed so far. Surprised it wasn't higher than that. Widowmine, no, this scan and the Hellions clear out the Widowmine. Still one there. Missile turret still getting shots off. Range, did you get that upgrade? He did. Range of 8. High sec auto tracking is done for Runfar. I just don't know how much of a difference it makes. Did you? I feel like Yamato Cannon, if you have this many BCs, oh, well, there you go. That is it. Runfar surprisingly left the game, and Vocus is victorious. Vocus victorious. Huh. All right. So that... I know that one was 10 minutes, but a BC rush is going to count in my book. You get these BCs out here doing damage. I don't think any of them died. Good babysitting by Vocus on that one. Runfar could have responded better, for sure. Could have started double pumping Vikings, could have kept them alive. That would have been good, Runfar. But, you know, sometimes when battle cruisers show up, especially, and this looks like patch 3.7, you don't expect them, and bad stuff happens. So, good job. Good job by you, Vocus, getting the win. And let's move into our final game of the Cheese Compilation 2017 in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to our final game of the Falcon Paladin 2017 Cheese Compilation. This is going to happen on Overgrowth, again, the map that seems so popular with you guys these days. And let's introduce these players. In the bottom left side of Overgrowth, we have the red Zerg player. It is Chapslop. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Vybrid from Confed Gaming. I'm not sure what level this game is. Forgot to watch that loading screen, but still, I don't know what matters with cheese. I don't know that it actually matters all that much. So Vybrid is going down with an early probe. This could be something of a cannon rush. Could be something of a cannon rush here. Chapslop is not going... is he kind of going for a hatch first? Let's see what he does with his 200 minerals. 200 minerals is going to move out, and he's going hatch first. All right, so Chapslop, I don't think he's going to be the cheeser here. Very standard location for his expansion. And we... Oh, he threw his hatch first up here. Was he worried about the pro blocking? I think he's probably worried about the pro block down there. I didn't have to worry about it. I don't think the pro was anywhere nearby, but you know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. Is he expanding again? Ah, 3 hatch before pool. All right, Chapslop, I hereby disqualify you from doing any kind of cheese. Nope. And that's actually a Nexus first out of Vybrid. Okay. I'm not going to tell you who sent this in. It is one of these players. But you know what? I'm going to have faith in the player that sent it in. There is some cheese aspect to this. We're going to be patient with it. We're going to bear with it here, and I think we will get some results. Have some faith with me for a minute here, you guys. All right, Gateway on the way. Pylon again. A Nexus first is difficult to cheese from. Turns out extraordinarily hard to cheese from here. But all right, Chapslop going Extractor Pool. Not going to go like a crazy 4-hatch before pool or anything like that. I don't think I've ever seen that. You know what? If I saw a Nexus first out of a Protoss, I would be tempted to go 4-hatch before pool. Just like expand, pool. And then see if the Protoss player can recognize that and do anything about it. I bet they could. I bet that they could. At least in the latter placements that I have been in recently. Pretty good players out there, it turns out. There's the Cybercore on the way from Vybrid. Does have double assimilator, which helps me a little bit here. I mean, that's fairly standard. You do need double assimilator for things like Adepts and for things like Immortals and Archons and Storm. Another Pylon on the way from Vybrid. He doesn't seem to be teching anywhere too quickly. I mean, that Cybercore is a little bit late. Again, Nexus first really does slow down your tech paths, but either way, Chapslop's been allowed to do whatever he wants for the last 3 minutes, which is a good feeling as Zerg. It's the worst when you're trying to tech up and you're trying to macro, and all of a sudden some Zealots show up here, some Adepts show up here, and it screws everything up, and your timings are gone, and blah, blah, blah. It's all downhill from there. But Vybrid, no intent of slowing down our friend. Zealot here holding the line. Bob the Zealot holding the front line here. It's so weird you can't go over here. Like, you think Lings could hop over these little pipes. Whee! But they can't. They cannot. That is actually a full wall. Got a fort, got a Twilight Council. Again, not in a hurry to go anywhere, Vibrid. I think you're our only hope. Chapslop. I mean, he's got a Roach Warren, but at this point, it would be quick tech to a lair. Maybe Nidus Worm could be cheesy from him, but I don't think that's gonna be an option. It could though. We'll hang on. We will hang on for sure. All right, so Twilight Council gonna finish. This is where things get interesting, I think. If this is a DT rush of some kind, that would help. That would help immensely. Come on, Twilight Council done. Getting +1 attack, okay. All right, and getting charge. Allows what? Charge. All right. Not DTs at all. Just going for charge. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. There's a probe sitting down here in the bottom right. How long have you been here, you sneaky little guy? Long time. Possibly. That might have been the one that was scouting up here earlier. Okay, there it is. Pylon, Proxy. Proxy Pylon here from Vibrid. Going for charge, going for +1 attack. I don't see any other tech. This has to be some kind. Gateway. This has to be some kind of Zealot rush something or other. I mean, we're 4.5 minutes into it, which is an eternity in StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, but Roach is on the way. 7 Roaches coming up, getting some glial reconstitution as well. Decided, Chopplop said, you know what, I feel like I need to put some pressure on the Protoss here. This is so weird to go this long without being hit by anything. No Oracles, no Stalkers, no nothing at his front door. He's up 54 to 35 total Harvesters. He's basically doubling up the Protoss army right now, 81 to 39. Total supply. Roaches on the way, but this is a gateway, and these are Zealots. Is that a new? That is a new, new animation, new picture, new artist representation, icon, whatever it is. Huh? Are they making? They making new ones for all of these? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. Slow warping, changing to fast warping as the gateway finishes. Again, for that 2-second warping, you want to have the pylon next to a gateway or a nexus. It's intended to be this a defensive thing rather than an offensive thing, but Protoss have figured out that throwing down a gateway at the front is not a big deal. Doesn't really hurt them too much, and still lets them get those really, really fast warpins here. All right, you got a ton of gateways, ton of warp gates. There it is, warping in like 12 Zealots at once, and they're on the warpath. Holy shamoly. All right, we're 5 minutes in. That is, what do we have here? 16 Zealots with charge, with +1 attack. Moving in to our roaching player with 15 roaches. All right, that seems like it's good for the roach player, except he keeps getting roaches picked off here in the middle. Bad rallies. Bad rallies, the charge. Roaches dying quickly. We're up to 15 roaches to 16 Zealots. And check this out, the third, or the second base that was constructed, actually, is completely under fire. The Zealots are staying together. I like this play from Vibrid. I like that the Zealots are hanging out in the same place. Is it time to go against the Roaches? Yes, the Roaches need to micro here. They're not microing very well, though. They're not microing super well. More Roaches in production. The Zealots, they are starting to get whittled down, and actually pretty good attacks on the Roaches. But man, this +1 and charge combination is really, really potent out of Vibrid. Holy crap. Hydras on the way. 7 Hydras in production. Hopefully that will save me, says Chapslop here. But another round of Zealots coming in from that right side. Surprise! Surprise sneak attack. And yep, got Zealots up there dealing with all the Roaches. It is suddenly 105 to 91 total supply. Vibrid has the lead. Mothership Core's here getting murdered by that Spore Crawler. Get out of there, Mothership Core. She does. She lives, but holy smokes, 34 Zealots. 34 Zealots on the ground. That is basically, what is that, times 4? 120 Lings on the ground is what we're seeing here. This is basically a Zerg player going mass Ling and pretty much doing great. Natural base dies in a matter of seconds here for Chapslop. Everybody gathers outside the creep with Mothership Core support, and it's time to go. Rah! Getting in there, kind of getting stuck in a little choke. You guys surround. Go on the other side. There you go. Good job pathing here. There are drones holding position, trying to mess up the AI of these Zealots, and actually doing a pretty good job of it. See this guy messing up? They won't attack drones if there's something else attacking them. So you hold position with the drones, try to put a little circle of life there, but nope, the queen gets murdered. All the drones are now dead as there's nothing else attacking them. The spawning pool is gone. Roach Warren under attack here as well. +1 charge Zealots. Who knew? Who knew they were so good? And that's it. A good game from Chapslop. Chapslop is defeated and Vybrid is victorious in our final match of Falcon Paladins Cheesy Cast Compilation 2017. Ah. Well, there you go. That was a good one. Again, a little bit longer. Still attacking at 5 minutes. I'm okay with that. But I had a mass charge zealot with +1 after a Nexus first opening. Incredible. Incredible play for sure from Vybrid. So nice job, dude. Nice job indeed. Okay. So again, just to set a few more ground rules here. If you wouldn't mind sending me games that are under 10 minutes, like I feel like 10 minutes has to be the max for these cheesy games. I'm just really looking for stuff like proxies, weird stuff where, like, for example, if these zealots don't win, like somehow Chapslop went for a ton of Mutalisks and just wrecked house, Vybrid's going to lose that thing. That's what cheese is. Like, you make an attack, you make a strategy, it's really hard to follow up with. And if you don't do it well, then you're going to die. So again, I just want things like cannon rushes. Those, you know, those are still really fun to see defense. Photon overcharge rushes, planetary fortress rushes, also very good as well. Be creative. Show me stuff. And if it's 22 minutes long, I can't cast your game. Sorry, guys. Can't do it. Even if it's like 12 minutes long, I probably won't cast it at this point. So bear with me. We're figuring this out as we go. Again, send me your cheesy replays to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese, and I will make note of them. All right, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, but not really another one because this is our first cheese compilation of 2017. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.